Peace, love, and light, my beautiful guys and goddesses. It is your girl, Queen Spirit, and welcome to Veggie Me, Please. Because you know, and I know, in the entire universe, in the cosmos, and the planets, and the stars, and skies, the water, everything knows that Veggie Me Please is all that you need. This is a one-stop shop, honey. You gonna learn what you need to learn here at Veggie Me Please. So welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is well. My intentions for this video and each video that I put out is for it to reach those who are seeking answers, those who are looking outside of the box, those who are looking for answers that were not told to them by their parents, their grandparents, those who are looking for an alternative way of journeying through this life. This channel here, this channel is for you because we are journeying. We are looking outside the box. We are connecting with the Most High God, and we are aligning ourselves with that energy. And that's what this video is intended for. Those who are seeking that kind of wisdom, that kind of knowledge, that kind of healing, a sister friend, an auntie, whatever you want to call me, I am here. So if that is you, let's get down to business. Hey, you hear me? I need you to like, subscribe, and cut on the notification button. How you gonna know when I come on here and spit what I'm spitting to you? You need to know, so make sure you like, subscribe, and if this video is not for you and it just happens to come across your timeline, send it to someone who can use it. Each one teach one, honey. Sometimes you are the vessel because some people aren't strong enough. Some people don't have the resources, and you are the vessel. So use yourself in whatever manner it is. But let's do this healing journey and let's get healed and let's stay well. Let's stay well. So let's get into it. So as you guys know, we just had a full moon. Happy full moon after. I hope you guys did some releasing and letting go and just purposely are walking through your journey. Like the reason for the full moon is so that you can release. A lot of times we hold on to things that does not serve us purpose, like past hurts, past traumas, past situations, anxiety, fear. The one thing I have learned about fear is it stops me from being successful. It stops me from living life. It stops me from journeying because when you are fearful of something, you will not do it. You will be scared to experience it. You're not supposed to be scared of anything. Everything in your life is supposed to be pleasurable. Now, if it's not pleasurable for you, of course, then don't do it. But if you can see yourself enjoying something just a little bit, try it out. Don't be scared because it might be what you might need in a good way. Now look here. All right. I talk to y'all like I'm your auntie, your grandmama now. Don't sit up here and say Queen Spirit said to go out there and do some old frivolous effed up stuff. That's not what I said. I said pleasurable things like coloring, like painting, like body paint. Ooh, I would love to experience that. I would love for someone to just paint me, oh, my husband, just paint me all up and just make me a Picasso, a Mona Lisa, all of that. But experience, journey, go take vacations. I know some folks that are afraid to get on a plane to go on a vacation. But they would rather go on a vacation they can drive to, and you know that means it's limited because how far do you think you're going to want to drive? I mean, I know some folks that have drove for a couple of days. That ain't in me. That ain't in me. You got 12 hours tops. And even with that, I need a long break in between. But if I can fly there, I'm getting there because, honey, that drive, sometimes the driving is okay. Sometimes it's worth it because I get to look at the sky, I look at the clouds, I get to admire things that I probably couldn't admire while I was on the plane. But honey, the plane gonna get you there quickly and helps you to be able to have that time and energy for your trip. Driving definitely takes out the energy because it's such a long, if it's a long trip. But I know some folks that are scared to fly and they miss out on a lot of opportunities. Spread your wings, honey. Don't be afraid to fly. Fly, fly. And that's what the full moon is for. It's to allow you to release. One thing that I realize is anything that comes my way that's negative, like even negative thoughts, it makes me like, okay, it's something positive on the other side of that negative thought. So I sit with it and I release it. I address it because there's a reason why these negative thoughts come up in you. I remember, I want to jump ahead because it's a whole segment about this whole full moon and then the 777 portal. Why it's so important that you release, because this portal that has opened up, look at me jumping the gun. Well, anywho, the 7-7 portal, which happened on 7/7/2023. 2023 equals 7. So 777 is the portal. You still have time to utilize the energy of this portal. Yes, you do. So I'm coming on here just the right time. I'm sorry, I had to be a little selfish with myself because, honey, I got some things that I'm trying to get to come into fruition. So sometimes it's okay to be selfish, but don't worry. I love you just the same. I love you more. That's why I'm here today. But the release of those things that does not serve you will benefit you during this time of the 7-7 portal, because the 7-7 portal is the portal of abundance and amplified manifestations. So let me tell you a little story. My whole time growing up, all I seen was negative relationships. I have never seen a positive relationship. So whenever I looked at my future or future of a guy I wanted to be with, it always had a little violence in it. Now, this might be, that dominant feminine energy that I have in me, my little Lilith. Because I would always turn it into a violent, pleasurable, poor me. But a violent, pleasurable experience, he might, choke me up and, then, I become submissive and we make this wild, passionate love. Well, because I always wanted to be a good, because I always assumed that I was going to be in a violent relationship because that's all I've ever seen. I've never seen hugging and kissing and loving, and I never saw that. And I had to create it for myself. I had to be the example because it was like, whoo, when you got so many men that was coming at you, they was giving me that fantasy that I was looking for. But honey, what I realized was I didn't like it. I didn't like it. No, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't that old passionate, oh, he choke you up and then he make this passionate love. No. It was worse. And I didn't like it. It didn't make me feel good. It didn't. It made me feel less. Because I was like, God dang, do he really not like me? Like, I'm talking, it was not pleasurable. So what I learned was, what did I really want in my love? What was my love language? What kind of love did I want to receive? What kind of intimacy did I want to receive? And it wasn't always about sex. I mean, even with communication, intimacy. How can my partner be intimate with me without penetrating me? Because that's something I never learned. One thing I learned how to have sex. I learned how to be great at it. Because that's the only thing that I knew. I didn't know about love because I never saw that. But what my mother did teach me was, you sitting on top of a gold mine. And I wanted to make sure I got all the gold out my mine, honey. So I made sure I was excellent at what I did. But I didn't know how to love because I didn't even know how to love myself. So it took for me to start loving me. And this is a lesson for anyone who is out here looking for love and you keep getting hit with those duds. Sit with yourself for a little while and truly figure out what is your love language. Can't nobody figure out your love language. You're going to always fail at those relationships. Now, I'm not going to say there ain't some knights in shining armor and it ain't no fairy princesses that will come and kiss the frog and make him into a prince or save you would you throw your hair out the castle and he climb up and save you? It's not, I'm saying it could be, because I believe in fairy tales. I do. I believe in fairy tales. I believe the fairy tale that you conjure up in your head can come true. You just have to continue to believe in it in yourself. So because that was the life that I believed in, that was the life I always, I could probably, if I think about it, I'm trying to think, have I ever, before my husband, had men that we didn't have physical altercations with? And the one thing about me was, because I always seen the violence of the females in my family, I never seen them get one up on the men that were abusing them. So in my fantasies, I always got one up. You get what I'm talking about? I was a fighter. I conditioned myself. I prepared myself for the fight, for the war. Look at me, I'm ready now. But I prepared myself for the war. And that's the type of relationships I attracted. I attracted those men that would test me to where I had to, knuckle up. Boy, I wish you would. But that's not the relationship that I wanted, because I always been a fairy princess, a queen. I always liked glitter and love. Always wanted to be sitting up on the corner, pretty, just glitter just flowing, rainbows shooting from all areas of my body, out of my pores, and the sun just glistening and amplifying the beauty of myself. But I've never been one of those females that wanted to be rough and stuff with my Afro puffs. Shout out to Rage, but it was not me. That ain't me. I didn't like that. I've been that, but I didn't like that. I like this. I like being pretty. I like being cute. I like that. And I love being sensual and pleasurable and all of that, but I've always wanted to be just the in love. One thing I tell people all the time, I am in love with being in love. I am. I am so in love with love and love's history, and I'm a part of it. And I'm going to make sure that you're a part of it too. Because ain't nothing greater than love. Michael Jackson said it best. The world needs love. He wasn't playing. It is so many people out here that does not know what love is. They do not know what true, unconditional, genuine, divine love is. It's so many girls out here giving it up for $40 for love. It's so many men out here that's out here lost, just giving away they seeds, trying to find love. And honey, you ain't gonna find that love in your root chakra. Let's talk about that. Let's get into that. You ain't gonna find that love in your root chakra. You're not. Down there, no, honey. Your love is up here. That genuine love is up here. It's up here. Yes, it's up here. Because you speak love out in the universe. You speak love and you hear it in your mind, and you envision it, and you feel it in your heart, and you create more love. So let's get back to it. The full moon. You're releasing. You letting go. You're releasing. You're releasing. Nothing that's not served you. Past hurts, past traumas, abuse, whatever. Fear, anxiety, whatever. Staying ready so you ain't got to get ready. All of that. We letting it go. Bam. Because we about to be free. And then you got the 7-7 portal, where you can truly manifest your desired life. And the reason why the letting go is so important is because while you manifesting, you don't want them foul thoughts to creep up in your manifestation like I used to. I wanted a good man. Oh, I wanted a faithful man. I wanted an amazing man, but I wanted him to be violent with me and then make love to me afterwards. No. So what I started doing after and during the full moon phase, I started taking each relationship that I had, because the truth of the matter is, my eyes running, y'all, I'm sorry. The truth of the matter is each relationship that I've been in, even though they ended and some of them weren't good, they all had a gem about them. Some of them were spontaneous. I love that. I love a spontaneous person. A safe spontaneous, not no reckless spontaneous, but a safe spontaneous person. I definitely love that. And I've had some spontaneous people. I've had some very intellectual people. I love that. I love a person who can keep my attention, especially with a conversation. Honey, if we could sit on the phone and talk for hours, ooh. So I love that. What I did was I took all those good qualities and put them in my pocket. And then I released the rest. I released the rest because it didn't serve me no purpose. Like a candy wrapper. They wrap the candy up. But when you take the candy out, you enjoy the candy, but you throw away the paper. Correct? Okay. That's how it is with these relationships. Take the good part of it, the tasteful part, the part that's going to bring you pleasure, and let go of the rest of that stuff because it don't serve you no purpose. Don't be worried about he cheated on you, she cheated on you. They knocked you upside the head, but you survived it. Now I'm saying, listen, not saying if you're still sitting there taking it, because that's a whole nother podcast. But if you done with it, you left it alone, you glowed up, your edges grew back, your booty got fat, whatever you did to get away from that tragedy, don't keep bringing this into the new life that you're trying to have. Sometimes we don't know our love language because we get so caught up in the bad parts of all the loves that we have had. When you sit back and you think about all the relationships you had and you think about all the things that made you smile, that's your love language. No matter what it was, it could have been a joke. Could have been something silly that they did, a little silly dance. But if it tickled your spirit, that's your love language. You like somebody who has a great sense of humor. If they were polite and they opened the door for you every time you got out the car, or every time you went to a store, any place y'all went, they opened the door, and it made you feel a little special, that's your love language. We have to learn how to decipher every little thing to find out what we truly want. And that's how you manifest your desired love, your desired journey. And sometimes it's even outside of a person. It can just be when you went to the store, how you felt going shopping. I went shopping yesterday and I had the most amazing time. Y'all see this, honey? This was an amazing find. One thing I can say about me is I love amazing finds, especially when they don't cost that much. Okay? But honey, this whole thing here, $7. Yes, it was. Yes, $7. And I usually do not pay more than $1, maybe $1.50 for my earrings because, as y'all know, that I'm very transparent. I am an earring loser. I always lose one earring, and I am speaking into existence now because I'm going to stop saying that so that I can quit losing my earrings, that sometimes I misplace things. But I am a person that loves unique, different things, and I love a good find. And I only paid $6.99 for this because it came with this necklace. And I just think it's just a hot item. But I found some good finds yesterday and I had an amazing time by myself. Super joyous, and I loved it. I love walking around the store and just looking to find those good finds, those unique things that people probably overlooked and thought it wasn't gonna look good on them. But honey, I know it looked good on me. But find those type of things. Start journeying. Start going out. Start doing things that you probably wouldn't or thought you couldn't do. And just see how it makes you feel when you do it. I never knew that I liked fishing until somebody took me fishing. I couldn't even see myself fishing. I remember my dad and them used to take us fishing, but he never let me throw the rod in the water. My daddy and my grandmother and them, they love fishing. I couldn't understand. It was like the most boringest thing ever. Sitting on some rocks, watching these folks throwing lines in the water. But when somebody gave me a rod and I threw the line in the water and I actually caught a fish, I realized I enjoyed fishing. Start doing those things that in your head, you be like, I wonder. Because that's how you find out what is your love language. And that's the most important thing about manifesting. Sometimes we manifest all over the place because we don't understand. Sometimes we're going by a vision that we've seen of somebody else's. Create your own vision. To truly manifest your desired life, you have to understand yourself. Y'all out here confusing the universe. Y'all got it all confused because it's like, I want love, but I want this, and I want this, and I don't want this. And then another thing is, stop talking about what you don't want, because that's what's going to keep coming into your Ori. I didn't even realize that. I just learned that myself, honey. Stop talking about what you don't want and start talking about what you do want or what you do have. Or just speak it like you already have it. I have an amazing husband. Well, I really do. I'm just an example for you, okay? Look, don't be trying to, honey, don't be trying to play my husband. My husband is amazing. But I have an amazing wife. She's beautiful. She's loyal. She's spontaneous. She's gentle. She understands me. Honey, you want somebody to understand you? Understand yourself first. You can't expect somebody to understand. I remember I used to want people to understand me, but I couldn't even understand me. I was all over the place because I had to take these masks off. Whew. It was a very tiring exertion, taking all the masks off that I had put on, trying to be who I thought people would accept me to be. Very, very, very exhausting. But at the end of the day, I had to understand me so that somebody else can understand me. I was all over the place. I was like a broken up puzzle. I had to put the puzzle together to figure out who I was. And through that, you do meditation. Sit with yourself, honey. Sometimes it's okay to just cut off the entire world, just so you can have some time to sit with yourself and say, what do I really want? When you cut off everything, all the chatter, all the opinions that everybody else has about you, and you truly sit with you, that's how you know what you truly want. We are here manifesting lives of other people, and that's probably not even a life you want. Y'all look at those celebrities and that celebrity life and all that diamonds and pearls and fast cars, all up booty bitches, and I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to cuss, honey, but you know what I'm talking about. Shaking the butts and, gyrating. I sound old, don't I? But you know what I'm talking about. Y'all see that in the videos. Y'all see all that. And that's the type of lifestyle you want. And then you get that lifestyle and you realize it's not all that it's cracked up to be. I'm not saying that some of them celebrities aren't happy, but it seems to me like the ones that are most quiet, the ones that are most low key, those are the ones that you are truly experiencing a pleasurable life. It seems like those ones that are really flamboyant, that everybody is seeing, that's always on the scene, those are always the ones who got a scandal, honey. And I am not up for a scandal when it comes to Queen Spirit. When it comes to me, I have lived through enough scandals, honey. I just want my peace and joy. I want to be on the beach. I want to be, when you look up and you see me, I'm somewhere enjoying life. Enjoying life. Not worrying about a scandal, honey. So sit back with yourself. Learn you. And sometimes you might feel like you're lonely. It's lonely when you have to sit by yourself. It's lonely when you sit with someone that you don't even know. Have you ever been in a room and you're surrounded by people and it's super quiet because nobody's, willing to get up and say, hey, how you doing? That's how it is sometimes when you sitting with yourself. This is a new person. You don't know if they like you and you don't know if you like them. It's you though, but you don't even know about you. Get up and talk to yourself, honey. Go ahead and introduce yourself to yourself so that yourself can come to the forefront. I hope you understood what I'm saying. If you didn't get it, let me say it again. Go sit with yourself and get up and introduce yourself. Look in the mirror. Get on a video, but introduce yourself to yourself. And every day, introduce yourself to yourself and more grow into whom you enjoy, not everybody else. When you stop worrying about what everybody else think, then you become this person, the person that you enjoy looking at, the person that you don't have to pretend, the person that you can just get up and be like, hey, it's me. That's who you become. And then those who like people like you will slowly gravitate towards you. But honey, at this moment, just take time enjoying and being selfish with your new best friend. You. Because you got plenty of time, honey. Let me tell you. You got plenty of time that you're going to have an abundance of people that's going to be blowing up your phone, knocking on your door, want you to come out and travel, want you to come to this party, want you to come to this speaking engagement, want you to cater this party, want you to come in. That's my dance. That's how I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all a party like that. But you're going to have plenty of people that's going to want you to be around them because they love everything about you. So while they are getting their parties together, getting those dates set, getting those trips booked for y'all, be selfish with yourself and just look like a best friend, like a girlfriend, like a boyfriend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys, y'all can have best male friends. Be your first best friend. Be your first best friend, honey. Hug yourself. I hug myself. Ooh. I hug myself because I love me. I do. I love everything about me. I'm so soft. I'm so sensual. I'm beautiful. But I'm my first best friend. Honey, I check in with me first before I check in with anybody else. Hey, girl, how you doing? How you doing today? You feeling all right? What do we need to do so you can feel more than all right? And if it's going out getting some sun or if it's taking a vacation, honey, me, we gonna do it. And whom is willing to play a big part in making sure that this continues, they are able to come on too. But if not, honey, it's just me and me. Because at the end of the day, you came in this world. Some of y'all might have had a twin, a triplet, or whatever. But y'all was in them sacks by yourself. Y'all was in it by yourself. And when you leave this world, you're going to leave it by yourself. Learn to be okay with being by yourself. That's the one thing that I had to learn for me to be able to just grasp the fact that I wasn't healed. I didn't even know I wasn't healed until I had to sit with myself because I was tired of going through the same routine. I was tired of attracting the same person just in different bodies. Like I was sitting back the other day just looking like, man, I attracted the same person just in different bodies. I did. And a lot of times I was willing to settle because I wanted to be a part of love's history. But I am the biggest part of love history because I just feel like everybody deserves love. But what I've learned is I can love without attachments. See, people get so caught up in the root chakra of love that they don't understand the heart love or the throat love or even your mindful love, your crown chakra love. That's your God love. That's when you get to praying and you asking your God to help and protect these folks. That's the kind of love that people, this world needs. Everybody caught up in that humping and humping. That's not love. That's lust. My mother told me that a long time ago. Ooh, I was so mad when she told me that. I was mad. You don't know what you're talking about. I do. He do love me. Shout out to my mama for trying to drop them gems, and I wasn't trying to hear it, boy. I wasn't. She would tell me, that boy don't love you. He do love me. He's screwing me every day, every which way. But he loved me. But that's all he giving me. He's not giving me anything else. He's not giving me nothing that's going to help me to be a better me. No, I just kept getting pregnant. That was it. And my kids were my blessings because They made me want to be a better me. Made me want to sit with myself and be like, hold on. But yeah, I sat with myself because I was tired of attracting the same type of person, the same type of energy. I was just tired of it. And I had to sit with myself and say, okay, what part are you playing in it? What is your problem? What are you doing to keep on attracting? Because you keep saying you this good person and you this and you that and you this and you that. Well, what is it that makes you attract these negative people if you're this person? And you got to sit with yourself. And it's a harsh reality, but honey, ain't nobody better than checking yourself than yourself. That's the best checking ever because it's going to be truthful. You're going to know it's truthful. You're going to know it's truth because it came from you. You ain't going to lie to you, are you? That's another podcast, honey. That's a whole nother podcast. But for y'all that ain't going to lie to yourself, sit with yourself. Yourself knows your truth. And that's why releasing is so important during this 7/7 portal. You have a couple more days to definitely jump in and get that manifesting going. But always make sure that you are manifesting with a good, grateful, generous heart. Be grateful for all that you have right now. Start off with that. Before you start asking for more, let God know that you're grateful for where he got you at right now. Because where you're at right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. No matter what your circumstances is. If he got you sitting down, I'm sitting down. If he got you sitting down, he got you sitting down for a reason. Utilize that time to understand why he got you sitting down so that way you can go ahead and journey fearlessly free. But trust in the process. Where you're at right now is where you're supposed to be. Anything negative comes at you, it's just distraction. That lets you know that something very important is coming your way. It's a change, baby. It's a change. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for us. Yes. That job is coming. That wealth is coming. That abundance, that prosperity is all coming. That husband, that wife, that car, those children, that abundant life. Look at me tearing up because I'm so happy for you. I'm happy because I love love. I love love and happiness. And if I am able to bring any kind of encouragement into your life, any kind of love, let me tell you, I love you more. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you more. And if I can bring that into your life just for this moment, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I am wishing you all peace, love, and divine healing and light. Journey purposely, freely, and pleasurably. But always make sure you do it with a grateful heart. And always make sure that you're doing it with lots and lots and lots of unconditional, unselfish love. Peace and blessings.